Hello, it is the final game here on Sunday Wild Card weekend. It is the Washington Commanders on the road at the Tampa Bay Bucs. Matt Brown, Mo Noir coming to you here. It is a 3-point spread in favor of Tampa at home. 50 to 50.5 is our total here in this one. Mo, we saw Tampa struggle in Week 18 to get it done before finally kind of pulling away there at the end, but all in all, did get it done, did go ahead and move on here. Despite what you think about that offensive performance, doesn't really matter. Here they are hosting Washington as 3-point favorites.
Yeah, Week 1 rematch. That game, the Bucs offense kind of set the tone for their whole season. They had their way, and pass offense never really stopped rolling. And I kind of think that's going to happen again here, but man, I don't know how Tampa Bay is going to get stops either. So I think this is a rightfully very high total. Tampa Bay secondary is really bad. They have not been able to cover anybody. You have a Washington defense 23rd overall in DVOA. The only thing they can really do is pressure the quarterback. They like to blitz. The Bucs do have a good O-line, though. I think the biggest thing I'm excited for in this game is that we get another round of Marshawn Latimore versus Mike Evans. And that leads me to a prop that I really like in this game, which is Jayden McMillan anytime. I have been hammering this for weeks and weeks. They keep putting him close to plus 200. I mean, they finally brought him down to like plus 140 last week. And then this game has a total of 50, and they go back up to plus 160 when Mike Evans is up against a guy who has kind of eaten his lunch his whole career. So I don't know why Jayden McMillan anytime is still plus 160. He's got 5 straight games with touchdowns, 7 scores overall in that time. And that's basically the time where he took over as WR2. And, you know, before that, I think it was the Raiders game. He had less than 4 targets per game. He's getting 6, 7 targets basically every game. I know Cade Otton is back. That hurts his outlook a bit, so that might be why the price went back up. I still think Jayden McMillan anytime. You can get plus 160, plus 150. I think these are fine, and they're good plays, I think, because I don't expect a lot of defense in this game.
Yeah, I keep getting drawn to these like rush attempt deals whenever I just think that there's such a glaring way that an offense should at least try at first, which is you get this Commanders defense that is dead last in the NFL in yards before contact allowed, right? And you have Bucky Irving that has like morphed into one of the few basically bell cow backs in the NFL. I mean, yeah, Rachaad White comes in for like a handful of downs a game now, but like, I mean, this is like Bucky Irving's backfield for sure. And if you're the Bucs and you can just continually move the ball at 5 yards a clip, like handing the ball off to Bucky Irving, I don't know. Again, he's at 16.5 as well. You got to get to 17 touches for him, 17 rush attempts for him against a Washington defense that can't stop like a nosebleed on the ground. And so, I don't know, path of least resistance type of stuff always draws me to things like this, but this one I've not put in the account yet, but at least something to kind of bring up. The other thing, I guess, if we're talking points here, Mo, and we want to like at least, you know, try to get both sides of all this. So Jayden Daniels, despite being a rookie, was just unbelievably awesome against zone defense all season long. If you look at PFF's grades, he was the 4th highest graded quarterback in the entire NFL against zone coverage over the course of the 2024 season. And the Bucs run the highest rate of zone coverage there is in the NFL as well. And so you kind of see, like you're talking about, as far as like, where do these defenses get stops? Like what's going on here? I mean, like, I think the Bucs can run it down the throat of Washington. And I think if you turn around, unless the Bucs make a drastic change in how their defensive philosophy, which again is a ton of zone, then Jayden Daniels getting top 5 in the NFL as far as passing against zone coverage. So I do wonder if, like you said, I mean, I know it's a high total, but I don't know. This thing might like just be a complete and utter shootout.
Oh, yeah, I could absolutely see that. I mean, I think I read you could get point totals around 60, around plus 300 range. I don't think that's that crazy.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
there's 57 last time these two teams played. That was before we knew what Jayden Daniels was.
Yeah.
He kind of was scoring in garbage time, if I remember right. I think they were down pretty big in that game. But, yeah, I mean, I'd play a lot of zone too if my corners couldn't cover anybody.
Yeah.
So I completely understand what the Bucs are doing, but I just don't see them getting far in the playoffs really with the secondary like this. It's just I don't know. These guys just can't cover anybody, and then I don't trust this Washington defense at all. I haven't trusted them all year. I think the coaching staff did a good job. I mean, I think we've talked about that before. I think they did a good job. They don't have the talent.
Yeah.
They had bottom 5 talent, I think, and they wound up, only bottom 10-ish. So I think the coaching staff got better results than they probably the talent dictated, but I still think you are facing a high volume, very threatening offense. These are just two dangerous, threatening passing offenses, and playing in great conditions, 55-degree weather in Florida, it's just hard to see too much defense being played in this game.
I wish you could we should mention, Marshawn Latimore is going to be a full go in this game. So he's making, his third return now of the season. I wish you could bet on over under pass interference yards, because he's going to interfere with Mike Evans 3 times in this game would be my guess, minimum. I weirdly want to play under 76.5 Mike Evans yards, not because I don't think he's going to play a big role in this game, but because I just don't think he's going to get the opportunity to catch some of the balls. I think Latimore is kind of this savvy veteran that when he gets beat, he'll just interfere, because he's okay, yeah, I give up this amount of yardage, but it's not like he catches it and runs it for another 15 or 20 or to the end zone or whatever. It's he has never met a PI that he didn't like. And so I think that there's at least that factor as well here on Evans, that it's not that I don't believe in Evans. I just don't believe Evans might have all the opportunities to go at it.
Yeah, I like that quite a bit. I think I'll probably play that. I didn't realize his total was that high. I mean, given the matchup, like I said, he has struggled a lot against Latimore. I guess my fear there would be if you are not 100%, the place that it might pop up, say your hamstring is keeping you from, 100% of your max speed, you're at 95. Maybe he gets burned on a deep ball and Evans gets it all in one chunk, but I don't anticipate a ton of success for Evans.
Yeah, that's a risk I'm willing to take there in that one for sure. Again, sitting at 3 right now in favor of Tampa at home. 50.5 is our total here. Both Mo and I think there should be some points here in this game. So it should be a fun one to watch, the nightcap here on Sunday. As always, guys, everything we do, absolutely free. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Let us know how you're going to be playing this game, and good luck on all your Commanders and Bucs bets.